Hello everyone and welcome back. This is The Journey, where your journey starts. In this episode, we are going to tell you how to accurately set goals and how to motivate yourself and how to track them. So, very first step, you need to set the goals that truly motivates you. If your goal is not rewarding enough or it's not threatening you enough, then it's much more likely that you give up in the process. If it triggers you or makes you so passionate about it, then it's much more likely that you stick to it no matter what. What I suggest is answer why you are setting this goal. The why is very important because try to convince yourself or someone else that the reason you have set your goal and you are willing to take sacrifices in order to get to that goal would worthwhile the journey. So why do you take this goal? And why do you want to reach to that goal? And why do you think it's worth it? It should make you so motivated that you can have a proper answer for all these questions. Number 2, make SMART goals. The SMART goals strategy is really useful, but do we usually use it in our daily goals? Or do we usually use it when we want to make a very important decision? Most likely no. So SMART goals, this stands for SMART. S for specific goals. Make sure the goals you are setting for yourself are very specific and you know exactly what you're trying to accomplish. Think of it as a mission for your statements. This isn't a detailed list of how you're going to get there, but in fact it should include an answer to the popular W questions such as who, what, when, where, which, why. So who is going to be involved, or what will be accomplished, when will this going to happen, where will that be located, which people are going to be involved, and why is this so important? M for measurable. So your goals should be measurable. It should be tangible. Otherwise, you cannot see the progress. You can't track and you can't measure if you were successful or not. For example, let's say you say to yourself, I will be much more happier in 3 months. But the question is, how exactly are you gonna evaluate and measure the happiness of yourself? This is not something tangible. But if you, in fact, use numbers or make something more tangible, it would make sense, such as, I would cut my expenses till 5% within these 3 months. Then you can track this. A for attainable. In this step, you need to make sure you do everything you want to make it attainable. This might require learning or developing a new skill or tools. The goal is meant to inspire motivation, not discouragement. Think about how to accomplish the new goal and if you have the tools or the skills needed. If you don't currently possess those skills, consider what it would take to attain them. R for relevance. This refers to making decisions and making some goals that make sense in business or character-wise in a broader perspective. So if you're a business owner in B2B marketing field, and if you launch a new service which is B2C and has got nothing to do with the other services you provide, then you are perhaps making not the best decision. T for time-bound. Many people set goals and they don't commit to it. The reason they don't commit to it is because they don't really stick to timing. Timing and deadlines should be so important for you. Let's say you have a goal and you are planning to get somewhere within 3 months. Then you should definitely know where you should be standing in mid-time. Or perhaps you can divide it into quarters and track your progress. Number 3, visualize and write down your goals. The fact that you write down your goals, you get one step closer to achieving your goals. Why? Just the act of writing down your goals makes you one step closer because you're making some tangible, readable, and understandable goals that would make sense to you, and therefore you can plan it better. But remember, when you want to write down your goals, use the verbs such as I will rather than I might or I may. By writing down these goals, you're making it readable, tangible, and empowering yourself and making sure you are going to get there just in the matter of the time. Number 4, make an action plan. If you have ever started a business or if you have raised funds, you know your business plan, it's all about action plan. It's important because sometimes some people so much focus on the rewards and on the trophies, and they forget about the process and the steps they need to overcome in order to get there. So write down your individual step-by-step procedures in order to get to your goal. Write it down, each and every single one of them, and once you reach those single ones, make sure you cross them on your action plan. By writing out the individual steps and then crossing each one off as you complete it, you will realize that you are making progress towards your ultimate goal. This is especially important if your goal is big and demanding. Number 5, track your progress and stick to it. As you know, setting goals is ongoing activity. It's not a one-off process that you can never go back to it. What you should do is you should track your progress. You should see how you have came there, and this will motivate you for the future steps. But make sure the action plan can be changed during the time, but the motivation, the settings, and the whole procedure should not change that much. Build in reminders to keep yourself on track and make regular time slots available to review your goals. Your end destination may remain quite similar over the long term, but the action plan you set for yourself along the way can change significantly. Make sure the relevance, value, and necessity remain always high.